It's February the 9th, 2016. Kevin Byers very surprised by the start of this podcast.
Well, it just came out of nowhere.
It's the Talking Reckless podcast, Kevin. Coming out of my mouth to your ears. Also out of Brandon Lynch's mouth.
Hello, Matt. Here
Hey.
comes my Talking Reckless at you. Through the mic and into your headphones.
Oliver's not here. That's too bad.
Probably had a haircut. Give him a break.
I don't know what he does.
I appreciate the fact that he's just stopped giving excuses.
Yeah.
He's just like, I won't be there.
I won't be there.
He's stressed out, man. He's working hard all day. Got to go get a haircut, look good.
Well, yeah. I mean, it look good, feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
Play good.
I never feel good.
No.
I actually feel fucking terrible this evening. I just got up from a nap. And now I feel terrible.
It's a stressful life you live.
Yep.
Speaking of stress.
I felt pretty good.
Should chug that Coke Zero you got there. Get some
I'll get a little more in me.
caffeine.
Nice.
Or,
Yeah, bring it back.
That was just
whatever.
me doing Foley work. You didn't even drink anything.
We played a little bit of Evolve today.
Well,
and
what is played?
Well, yeah, I tried to see if there was anybody on and couldn't find a game, and that upset me so much that I had to have a nap. And
It's
that
understandable.
nap fucked me up.
Shouldn't have a nap. Naps are not good.
Sometimes they're great. Sometimes
I mean,
it's exactly what
they're
you need.
always great, but you shouldn't have naps.
Yeah.
What-
I don't
why
know, I
not?
feel-
It's bad for you.
Says
Is that
who?
true?
4
Science?
out of 5 doctors
Okay.
are
The fifth
asleep.
one- yeah, the fifth
are
one was
asleep
too
in the
busy
middle of the day.
napping.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 of Brando's doctors say don't have naps.
Yeah. I asked him 5 times. The 5th
Well,
time he was asleep, but the other 4 he said yes.
Sometimes you just wake up and feel feverish from a nap. Maybe I didn't wake up. Maybe that's
it.
maybe that's why everything feels so weird.
Did you come out of the nap all slowly and
Yeah, and the room was also sideways, like gravity was shifted 90 degrees.
That's because you're laying down.
This is strange. Oh, okay.
I mean, like, did you like jolt yourself awake and then get up really fast?
Yeah, totally.
That's
the
what did
podcast
it.
alarm rang, and it was like just into 5th gear, like a weight just straight up, pants on, downstairs,
Little shadow boxing.
Yep, plugging mics into cables, screwing things onto other things.
See, that's your problem.
And now here I am.
You need to time your nap well enough that once you wake up, you give yourself another 15 minutes.
You
of
need
nap
a nap cool down
Yeah.
period. Like after sprinting, you're supposed to
Exactly. You
you're
do
supposed to
another-
cool
do
down,
another lap.
otherwise your heart explodes.
So you nap for 2 hours, and then you nap for another 15 minutes, and then you get up.
Well, I'll nap for the next 2 hours here. You guys talk about some video games or something, and then prod me when it's time to.
Wrap her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you want me to turn the mics off again, you just poke me over here with a stick. And
So what's going on in the wrestling world?
I have a story about the wrestling world.
I heard someone's retiring.
Daniel Bryan. Flash in the pan superstar Daniel Bryan may be retiring tonight.
Wow.
The world would have you believe he is retiring tonight.
Could be the-
I have learned to never trust wrestling.
protect the
ever.
business, brother.
Yeah,
Keep the kayfabe alive.
absolutely. So we're going to see. We're going to tune in. He's got a whole big retirement. He's got a segment where he's allowed to retire.
So
It's in his hometown.
The beginning of the show, in the first half an hour, he'll have his retirement segment.
Yeah.
And then somewhere in the middle, they'll film him tearfully saying goodbye to a couple wrestlers backstage.
Yeah.
And then near the end of the show, he'll interrupt a title fight and hit someone with a chair.
That is almost word for word what I said was going to happen also. But I would say that if you were a actual betting man, he's probably actually retiring. But
You never know. That's,
you never
that's
know with
the
wrestling.
beauty.
It's the best part of wrestling is you never know.
By tomorrow, well, we will know, but by today, we
Yes.
know. Right.
Right.
So if you go
all this
listen,
stuff I just talked about has happened.
if you go listen to the Sat Pod, I wonder if the Sat Pod will, what time do you guys do the Sat Pod? Have you
like
guys done the
7
Sat Pod yet?
Yeah. Yes. No.
Okay.
Likely not.
Great. Tomorrow or
Yeah.
later this evening, once the Sat Pod is up, people can go listen to that and find out if you're retired.
That's Sapod 100.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to be, were you guys doing something special?
I think there's some lists we got to fill out. Some
forms,
some top
probably.
fives. Yeah.
Some feedback, how you feel about the company, maybe what they could be doing better.
That's exactly it.
Hmm.
But
Well, that sounds kind of drab.
well, you got to do it at some point, right? And they come calling on 100.
Satpod.podbean.com is where you find that, our brother show. How about the video games, boys? What'd you get into?
We're just jumping
Last
right
couple
into
weeks.
into
Sure.
video games.
Or
What about
whatever you
Super
want.
Bowl?
Super Bowl?
What
wanna talk
happened?
about
What
Super
happened
Bowl?
in the Super Bowl?
Nothing happened in the Super Bowl.
It was kind of a terrible game.
What?
But it was a close game.
Yeah.
So I will take that over the blowout we had 2 years ago.
See, I don't know why people complain about low-scoring games being bad games.
Because they're more boring.
They're not more boring.
lot of-
There was
they're
a
a
ton
little-
of good defensive plays.
I respect good defense. I thought they looked like they were just both terrible offenses more than they looked like they were good defenses.
A lot of turnovers.
A
Turnovers
lot of
are
dro-
exciting.
A lot of drop balls.
Yeah.
A lot of... You see Cam Newton dance away from that fumble?
Yeah.
Never got
yeah,
everyone
sprung,
all...
sprung
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah,
Totally.
people aren't
well, I
happy
mean,
about that.
you're not going to dive into
Protect the
to
business.
protect a ball when you're already down by 14 points and you've already given up 5 turnovers, directly
That's
result
exactly
of
it.
yourself. So.
Two scores down in the Super Bowl is not the time to get hands dirty.
Yeah, just dust it off. Be like, all right, guys, we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
No time for heroes out there, boys. All right, let's keep it
I
straight.
got cereal boxes to be on.
No, I was cheering for the old Carolina Panthers.
The South.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good old South.
That's where my allegiances lie.
They lost.
Yeah, sadly.
Except for Denver's quarterback is the most southern guy in the world, it seems. So, in a way, the South always wins.
I really just didn't want Peyton to win. I wanted him to have
Neither
to
did his
play
brother.
one more game next year. I wanted him to sign a one-game contract and then lose that
He
game
seems
as
like
well.
the kind of guy who would just hang on until he got that one more win. So it would have been funny to see him go slowly insane
Yeah, that
after
would have been
coming
good.
so close so many times.
It's like he's 47 years old, still trying to play. I need to beat the record.
Yeah. Well, he's at 2 now.
Yeah, he
so
tied
needs
it,
another.
right?
Well, he tied his brother.
Well, no,
Oh, okay.
he tied the most wins for a quarterback of all time. Or he
No,
beat
Tom
that.
Brady has like 4.
Not
almost
Super
certain.
Bowl
Oh,
wins.
just wins.
Wins
Okay.
total. Yeah, he beat.
Wins.
That's what winners get.
I want to say that guy from Tampa who was in Ace Ventura. Dan Marino.
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
So yeah, that's our Super Bowl conversation.
Yeah,
What
you guys
did, what did you
get-
do? What did you do for Super
I ended
Bowl?
up just staying home.
What?
I was so ill that I was like, this seems like a perfectly good place. There's snacks here. There's everything here. Everything
You
I
lie
need.
down. You
Yeah.
know what you can't do at the bar? Lie down. At least not for very long.
No, sir.
Yeah, they kick you right out.
Yeah.
Unless you're at a Northside pub that shall remain nameless.
Yeah, that's where you go to lay down.
You'd pay a little extra to take you in the back. You'd lie
Yeah,
down,
that's
you know
right.
what I'm saying.
So, our one friend makes this abortion of a food thing. I don't even know what
So
to
we
call
talked about it. We taled about the brick.
Did we? Yeah.
With potato
It's,
and- yeah.
mashed potatoes, cheese, and mayo. Is
That
that what?
sounds so gross.
Is that what he puts in it?
Hash browns. So take a bag of frozen hash browns, mix it up with a thing of ranch,
Oh, yeah, ranch.
and then
That's what
cover
it
it
is.
cover it in shredded cheese. Let it bake for 10 hours or so.
Every
Brick of
year,
fries.
every year we've had Super Bowl, I've stayed away from it because I've looked at it and I've been like, man, that looks disgusting.
It looks fine. Actually, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like cheese
So,
and potato and ranch.
I tried it for the first time this Super Bowl and immediately regretted it.
yeah.
And
I think
in
he's
the
a hater.
future,
I think he actually liked it.
really regretted it once I got home.
And is like afraid of how much he's like, oh shit, I kind of like that. What am I becoming?
You know, it might have been good if it didn't make me so sick.
I didn't even touch it. Like I filled up on mixed nuts. Apparently,
Yeah,
there was
a great Super Bowl snack.
There was like beer nuts out, and I ate more than I should have.
I was all chips and dips, salami, pepperoni sticks.
Oh yeah, yeah. There
See,
was
that would have been,
wings,
good. Yeah, I
wings,
had some
yeah.
wings, some,
Kuba
some salad.
sausage, and good spread. It's always a good spread.
Pretty good.
I feel like maybe I kind of have a food hangover today. Is why I feel so terrible.
It's not a real thing.
I think that might be a real thing.
No, I think you're being a
That's
baby.
That's a real thing.
Eat less.
And then I bought a box
Or
of
more.
Pop Tarts today and ate it.
more.
For lunch. I had a box of Pop Tarts. So I mean, that
How
probably,
much is in a box?
That probably didn't help. 8.
Assorted flavors.
Really? You had
Cookies and cream.
an entire box of Pop-Tarts?
Yeah,
Cookies and cream?
cookies and cream.
That sounds
flavored.
pretty good,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, they're 200 calories per Pop Tart times 8 Pop Tarts, 1,600 calories. Feeling pretty
Are you
good.
sure you're your food hangover and it's not just like
Well, between
impending doom?
Oh, diabetes.
Yeah.
The early onset of diabetes.
between 1,600 calories of Pop-Tarts and the 3,000 calories of mixed nuts you had yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, I'm really like Feels like my fingertips are on fire, but in a great way.
Well, just think about it. You can have another meal on Thursday.
I mean,
That's true. You could just pack her in for a little bit now.
listen, those Pop-Tarts were two boxes for $3. Like, if you think I only got one box of Pop-Tarts in this house, you're crazy. Some raspberry calling my name.
You should have got more cookies and cream.
Yeah, they're kind of disappointing. You know what?
You can't ever get the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Disappointing like you ate 8 of them.
I mean, that is also disappointing. That's a problem with me,
That's
not the Pop-Tart.
I love the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I love the spectacle of it all.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The halftime show was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking with our friends when we were watching it. One of my friends asked me if I ever wanted to go to an NFL game. Like, yeah, you want to fly down to some town and watch an NFL regular season game? I'm like, nope, no interest whatsoever in that. But talk to me if you want to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, totally. I think it's very expensive, but I think it'd be totally worth going to.
I guess nosebleed seats were $1,400 American.
Peanuts.
Man,
It's
you can buy
peanuts.
2 Oculus Rifts for that much.
I would go.
Yeah, definitely. When you put it like that.
It's so expensive. I'd never do it.
Yeah.
I don't like traveling, though. Or sports. So,
Well, there you go.
you lost me coming and going.
Right.
Now, do you guys want to talk about video games?
Sure.
All right, we can talk about
We
video
don't
games.
have to. I mean, I'm sure there's lots going on in the world.
Yeah, we can talk about cricket.
You guys want to talk? Let's talk about video games.
Okay, let's talk about video games.
Who wants to start the old round table here?
Not me.
Who did something exciting?
Well,
Start off with a
you
banger.
and I streamed some XCOM 2
Yep.
on Friday.
I've played a lot more since.
Yeah, I've played after, for those of you who watched the stream, probably heard me say that I was probably not going to pick it up because I was offended at the $80 price point.
It's expensive.
And so I immediately got home that day and bought it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I think it might have been. Yeah, it was Sunday morning that I bought it, and yeah, downloaded it, started playing. It's a lot harder than XCOM 1 is.
Really?
It's way harder.
I think it's a lot easier. You have a lot more tools at your disposal.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
I found that the pathing is really, really bad, especially for the ranger with the melee attack.
Haven't had a
just drawing a
problem.
blank.
Haven't had a problem.
No.
There's new classes. One of them is the ranger. He uses a sword, or she, I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Future swords are super cool. Future swords that have electricity in them are even cooler.
Yeah, you could probably kill all sorts of aliens with that thing.
Yep, you sure can. I think the big change pretty much is that there are new classes and the mission structure is a little different.
I think they did a really good job in making it feel like a totally different experience.
Yeah.
As opposed to, this is probably way over your head, but when XCOM UFO Defense came out, and then they released XCOM Terror from the Deep as a full-blown another game.
It's underwater.
6 months later, and yeah, it was just, instead of fighting on land, you fight underwater.
Underwater XCOM.
That's what I was kind of worried about when they said, oh, XCOM 2. It's what are they going to do different?
Now you are the aliens have won in XCOM, the first game. It's you against the aliens. The canon is the aliens win.
Is that discouraging as someone who prevented the aliens from winning in XCOM 1?
Not a little bit, but even when you're preventing them from winning, they're still winning.
But
shit is going bad. You're just stopping it from going bad so quickly.
I had I beat XCOM 1 twice and died to the aliens probably 75 to 100 times. Okay. So, who really won?
So on the scoreboard, the aliens
Yeah, the
deserve
scoreboard
deserve
the aliens
victory.
are way ahead.
Gotcha.
And now you are the resistance. Now instead of you frantically flying all over the country trying to stop the aliens from invading, you're the one invading.
Oh.
It's pretty cool. I actually really like XCOM 2. I think XCOM 2 might be...
Yeah, so
while being the same game as the first one, it is much better than the first one.
So far, I'm really liking it. I don't like how many timed missions there are in this one so far.
They're fine.
Because I'm 4 missions in, and 3 of them have been timed.
They're all going to be kind of timed in a way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
certain amount of turns to get something done.
That's
it's to
kinda
stop
lame.
you, because in this one, you start a lot of these missions where the aliens don't know where you are. You are in stealth. And it's to stop you from taking 20 million turns to scout out every single alien on the map and set up the perfect ambush where we take them all out at once.
But
XCOM would be
what's
too
wrong
easy.
with that?
It would be easy. It would be way too easy.
As somebody who played on the higher difficulties in the first game,
You're the one who thinks this game is too hard
I don't
already.
see how it would be possible to do something. I mean, maybe my strategy is way off because I'm only
Sounds
2
like it.
hours in,
Sounds like it.
but I don't see how some of these missions are doable on the higher difficulties.
You're a bad XCOM player.
That is definitely not true.
Have you had a mission where you brought 4 guys with swords yet?
No, not yet.
I've got a pretty elite squad of 4 sword guys who have been known to get some shit done here and there.
It sounds like a pretty good...
They're all Irish. It's pretty great. It's a fun game. It's really, like, all the customization is great.
yeah,
The
a
base
lot of
building
customization
is
in this one.
pretty much the same.
They
except
opened it up to Steam Workshop in this one as well. So you
Yep,
can
on support.
download like skins and stuff for your soldiers. Apparently you can download a Kylo Ren skin and make your soldier look like Kylo Ren,
Of course.
which is pretty sweet. I wonder if his
I
sword would
guess.
glow.
Maybe.
I would hope so.
I would hope so too, yeah.
Probably not.
What? Why not?
I don't know. There's loot in this game, too. Random loot. Like
Yeah,
Diablo style.
I don't know if I like the random loot because I use grenades a lot, and that blows up your loot.
Yeah, but it always blew up your loot. And it only sometimes blows up your loot.
No, it always blows up your loot if the mob drops loot.
Yeah.
Chances are they won't drop
Don't
loot.
use grenades.
Well, what for?
He's not
They're-
bad at this game. He's not
they're
terrible at this
awesome.
game. They are awesome.
You watched me play. I was so good. Remember when we were 2v9 against those aliens and we pulled it
I
out?
don't. Maybe.
That happened.
I neither confirm nor deny that happening. XCOM 2 is awesome. I bet they'll do an expansion in a year. I bet by this time next year we're going to see a console version, or at least hear of a console version. And I'm going to say at the same time it'll have an expansion
I'll wait for that.
packed in.
I hope they go faster than 1 year for console, because, I mean, we talked about this a while, and I thought it was a break between the first game on console and PC, but apparently it was released at the same time.
It was, yeah.
And yeah, I'm surprised that they wouldn't have done that for this one.
Apparently they wanted to focus on... I wonder if maybe that Steam Workshop stuff
Maybe.
was what kept
Kinda
it from
held it up.
console. Yeah. It's cool. It's really cool. I'd say worth the $80.
Lest they forget about us, the console player.
Yeah. The first one worked great on console. Like, the controller was fine.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with it.
That's, did you get up to anything else? That's kind of all.
No,
I
that's
played.
pretty much it. My dad's 60th birthday was on Saturday.
No, congratulations.
Yeah, he can still party.
Your dad's young. My dad's 62.
Oh shit,
My dad
he's
is
old.
older than your dad.
Yeah, that's really old.
Yeah. My
My
dad
mom's
broke.
like 47.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Just a babe in the woods.
Yeah.
You were born when she was like 12.
22.
Young. Yeah, I think my dad was like 38. My dad broke his hip this weekend.
No.
He had him replaced a few years ago, and he's
Obviously skipped on the cost.
yeah, didn't go for the oil changes.
Yeah.
And yeah, one of them gave out. He had a little slip on the ice and it broke. And I guess because it's all like fake. He's also a huge man, so when he fell, he like cut his hands open and hurt his wrists and this whole thing.
Ah.
But I guess when it broke, because it's all fake bone, like it didn't hurt at all. He just couldn't move his
Couldn't
leg.
walk anymore.
Yeah, his leg is like at a disgusting angle. Like his hips are clearly broken, but he's like, no, I feel fine. I don't know. Like, oh, my hand kind of hurts. Where he had to get a couple stitches in his finger.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these damn stitches, the itchiest thing.
Damn stitches, and this guy won't stop breathing.
Yeah, yeah. His roommates are terrible too. But I mean, it's the hospital. When are they not?
Right.
So he's going to get another new hip.
Well, they maybe put like a titanium one in this
Well,
time.
yeah, adamantium.
Yeah.
You'd think what's cap shield?
With some sort of like...
Vibranium?
Yeah. With some sort of alarm when it breaks. Like just going off from within his body like...
Yeah, he just starts making that noise. Actually,
Comes out his mouth.
yeah. So that's been crazy, and I don't know. I got a few days off work for it, so
There you go.
it all worked out in the end.
There you go.
Yeah. You play anything, Brando?
I beat The Witness.
Great.
Was the first thing I took care of.
I don't think I'm going to beat The Witness.
I also don't think I'm going to beat The Witness.
You kind of got to bang your head against
I know.
it. And,
How far until I get some story out of this game?
well, I don't feel like I should tell you that, Kevin.
So in other words,
You should tell me
didn't
that.
get
Is there
any
ever-
story out
I
of
can
this
tell
game.
you if you're going for the story, you're going to have to go a lot farther than beating the game, I think.
That's kind of where it's losing me. Is there's no, not specifically a lack of like a narrative. There's just nothing to
They shouldn't have
pull
even
me through.
They shouldn't have even hinted at a narrative.
Yeah.
Is what they should have done. Because I would have played that game totally fine if they're like, there's just this is an island with puzzles.
See, I might have, knowing what I was getting into, if I would have known that, maybe I would have backed away from it. Because, like, it's compared so heavily to Myst, and for good reason, but, like, Myst had a very defined narrative. The one brother traps the other brother in the book, and you gotta get him, it's fine. But it had a story, and, like, voice acting and everything, and I thought that stuff was great. And The Witness doesn't have, like, there's nothing to pull you through those puzzles, really, other than...
there's an option to turn subtitles on, so at some point, something's got to happen, right?
Well, I found one of those tape things that you guys were talking about a couple weeks ago. And, yeah, it was on a crashed oil tanker.
Okay.
And it basically just talked about how this guy had an oil tanker, and it was kind of a piece of crap, but he didn't care because... if he takes out a bunch of insurance on it and sends it out to sea anyway and the thing sinks, well, he gets paid.
And you witnessed this accident? You are a witness to insurance fraud?
I
Is that
saw
what
the
witness
after
is?
effect of the insurance fraud. But, yeah, a bunch of people died.
There is something. Like, there is something there, because I've seen something that it's like there's something else going on here when I beat the game, but I feel like to get the whole story, I'm going to have to put in more work than I'm prepared to do right now.
That's kind of that's just it. I'd rather wait for someone else to crack it.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, it turns out that this is actually for you do this part of The Witness. It's a first person shooter. Actually, the real Witness is this real dope first person shooter in here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that game.
Yeah.
Like, I beat it and then I went and found something else that was crazy. Like, crazier than anything I had seen so far in that game.
Man, maybe
Well,
I
that's
should.
crazy.
Maybe I
I
should keep
know.
playing it. I don't know.
I think I'm probably going to keep playing it, like, but I'm not going to play it lots.
There's other games now.
I'm going to get, like, 30 minutes a weekend on this game,
Yeah.
and that's going to be more than enough.
Has anything ever happened to you in that game other than just puzzles?
No.
Okay.
See, I found a little bit of the stuff that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
There are some. There's some environmental puzzles in there.
And I found a puzzle with a maze that didn't make any sense, so
Okay, yeah.
that made me angry.
The end of The Witness, when they put you in that, you go into the volcano at the top there,
Yeah.
is some fucking real hard shit. Some stuff that took me, like, as long as it took me to get there, it felt like I spent that much time again just banging my head against some of these hard puzzles.
Wow.
You only need 7 laser beams. You're turning on
Yeah,
lasers.
7 out of, I believe, 11.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard too. And then there's also all the environmental puzzles, and apparently some other stuff.
I found some stuff. I've found some stuff where I just need to know how to apply it, and I think some crazy things are going to happen.
Damn it!
But
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Tomb Raider's out on PC, and I really want to get into that too.
I think this is a great game I think I was playing this game the wrong way all the time by just trouncing through it. I think it's the kind of game where it's like, oh, I got a couple hours, I'm going to play The Witness.
I worry
See if
that
I can uncover anything.
I worry that if I get too far away from it, like some of that logic, some of the rules that I've learned about the world will
I don't think that'll ever disappear.
Yeah, it's
will
like riding
leave
a
me.
bicycle.
Well, like even this morning, I turned it back on, having not played for maybe most of the week, and had a thing where I thought I knew how to do the puzzles, but I was artificially adding rules that didn't really exist.
Well,
And
Matt,
it's like, oh no, right, okay, we gotta these need pairs, and okay, yeah, all right. If you turn the controller upside down when you solve this
never
one,
done
it
anything.
works way better.
No.
Use the 6-axis on the PS.
That would actually be a really cool puzzle if you had to turn the controller upside down.
You know what? The
Nobody
Witness is
would
not
ever
above
get
that.
it.
The Witness is not above that. That's the kind of shit it would totally pull on you.
The game, it gets, all those puzzles are based off lines and symbols. If you remember what each of the symbols means, then I don't think you'll ever forget.
So what does the
play that
battery
game.
mean?
I haven't seen a battery. I don't want to
you know what?
that.
I've been through that whole game and I haven't seen the battery, which makes me wonder if I'm just thinking the battery's a different thing than you are.
That's what I'm wondering too.
It's a box that has one of those prong things on one end, so it looks like a battery, and it has a yellow lightning bolt in it to make you think that it's a battery.
Huh. That sounds like a battery.
Yeah.
There's at least one area that I never set foot in. I didn't even travel through it to get to somewhere else.
Wow.
So
You can turn the windmill on. To what end? I have no idea.
maybe that's what my thing
But
is
you can
upside down, dude.
not only can you turn the windmill on, you can make it go the other direction.
Whoa.
That's crazy. I don't.
Yeah.
Windmills only go in one direction.
Yeah. And as far as I can tell, it does nothing. And that would be hilarious if it just turned the windmill on and that was it. But who knows? That game is weird. Anything else?
Too many puzzles.
600 and some puzzles, apparently.
601 basic puzzles.
Yeah, great.
Like
and then
the
all
puzzles
that extra
we
shit.
look at.
So hold on, is that 601
Dots and
puzzles
lines.
That's 600
sections?
that's
So it's like
601
one puzzle could be 6 puzzles long?
No, I think that's
No, I think
601 panels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm probably somewhere around 100 and some solved.
That's probably pretty
I think
good.
I beat it at I got through it at like high threes.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
there's still like half of
Oh,
just
yeah.
the panel. Man, so much shit. And there's something that if you do everything
I know.
else, there's something
I
that,
know.
I wonder what it is. I'm
Really?
sure we'll find out before too long.
Solve all the puzzles.
I really want to solve those obelisks.
Someone's got to be close.
601.
Really? So you beat the game without knowing what those do? I was hoping that those would...
I don't know what they do. I totally know how to get them to do what they do.
Yeah.
And I never did that. I saw what I had to do that. I just never did that.
And
There's some crazy moments like those puzzles that we were talking about, those environmental ones.
Yeah.
I did one, and then I did the same one reflected in the water.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
you can
You
do
know
them.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What a weird thing.
Yep.
You play anything else?
Oh, geez. I played Midas Hands of Fate.
Is it called Midas?
I thought it was called Midas.
I think it's just called Hand of Fate.
Yeah, I actually think I'm going to pick that up. It's on sale on Steam right now.
You let me know how that is.
Brando hates it.
I really hate it.
Well, you liked it,
I like it.
and I like card games, so...
Yeah. It's a much better card game than it is
not
an
a card
action game.
It's not a card game. There's
kind of a
a
card game.
card overlay
Uh-huh.
that is kind of getting you to the next shitty action
Yeah.
sequence. But the extent of your cards is like, well, just pick one.
Yeah, you're choosing.
You pick a
you're
random
choosing
card.
Dialogues.
You pick a random card, and then they're like, this happens.
Yeah.
And then you pick another random card, this happens. You're never like strategizing with your cards.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
All right, maybe I will save
I like
the $4
I
and
like
not
it.
buy this game.
I think it's neat.
I was just waiting to get to the
It's
first like,
undeniably shitty, though. Like, the action part is shitty. I can't... He's right.
I was waiting to get through all this stuff and be like, okay, this seems all right. This is obviously all building towards the action sequence where all this comes together with my character. And then I played it for a little while and I was like, oh, this is real bad.
Yeah.
So,
It kind of is.
yeah.
I like it.
We
fair.
should
Man
definitely...
can't like bad games.
We should play some Helldivers sometime soon.
Yeah, totally. It's free on the
That's
PSN.
free on PSN.
Just downloaded it today.
Sure. Magica 2 was also on there. That's the exact same type of thing.
I don't know if I liked Magic of the first one. I didn't really like it that much.
Like, I would much rather have space guns than
Yeah.
Space
Magic.
Than Space Magic, yeah. But
Fair.
I started watching The Expanse.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know if that's a game
It's
or a show.
It's a
or,
show about being in space. And everyone is saying it's like Game of Thrones, but in space.
Oh, I've
It's
heard
not-
that. I've
yeah,
heard
exactly.
That before, yeah.
Which I think is like...
The
overselling
worst
it?
way you can compare something.
Yeah, not overselling it, but yeah, just don't compare yourself to this beloved thing.
Right.
It's okay. I don't know.
But is it like very politically driven?
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. Yeah, there's 3 factions: Mars, Earth. Earth is real fuckers, and the Belters.
Yes, we are.
The Belters.
Oh, they live on the asteroid belt.
They live in the asteroid belt.
All
yeah,
right.
it's cool.
Keep belting.
Where is this? Where can I find this legally?
Sci-fi. Do you have sci?
Yep.
You might have sci-fi.
I think so.
Yeah, this is probably on demand for you if you have
I feel
sci-fi.
like that's what SmackDown used to be on.
SmackDown.
Wasn't it?
I think it was on Sci-Fi for a long time.
I don't think it ever was on Sci-Fi.
I think it was because I think I remember me being like, "This is a fucking weird thing to be on Sci-Fi." And then while they were on Sci-Fi, every now and then some like crazy shit would happen, like lightning would hit the ring, and I was like, "They're doing this because they're on Sci-Fi,
Yeah, it's okay.
or because the Undertaker's here." It's always one of the two.
Yeah.
It's normal if the Undertaker's here. It can be on any channel if it's the Undertaker doing it.
Sometimes lightning comes out of the urn.
It's on the Sports Network. He throws lightning bolts on the Sports Network now.
Does he actually like
He doesn't throw them.
Oh, okay. That's disappointing.
He points at something sometimes, and a lightning bolt comes from the ceiling and hits it.
Can he point at people? Like, has he ever used a lightning bolt to knock somebody out and win a match?
He lit a dude's rocking chair on fire when the guy was very close to it. But he's never hit a person with it.
That's kind of lame. That's when I'll be way into wrestling, when they can just throw energy attacks at each other across the ring.
You see, you know what the problem is it feels like we're getting further away from that.
Yeah,
right now
kind of going into
there's
realism.
like 2 or 3 guys who hint at having mythological powers, and 2 of them are old as sin and are probably on their way out soon.
Well, hopefully they get reborn when they die as a younger wrestler.
Right. I was hoping so. Undertaker had a big feud with Bray Wyatt, who is the other guy. He's like a cult leader from the swamp. He's got a Blair Witch
From
Project.
the bayou?
Yeah. Totally from the bayou. And I was really hoping that the whole thing ended at WrestleMania with him, like, taking the Undertaker's powers.
That would be cool.
It would have been so cool.
That would have been pretty cool.
I was so sad when it never happened.
Well, if he take his powers, then he can never come back and wrestle again.
That's exactly it. But I figured that, I mean, it was the year after Brock Lesnar beat him, so I was like, why is he even wrestling still? That was all he was there for, is to come and win a WrestleMania. Once he lost, he probably should have stopped wrestling. Also, I'm afraid every time he's in there, he's going to die because he's so old.
Any other games? Anything you guys want to bring up?
I'm playing through the Uncharted right now. On the collection, yeah. Kind of prepping myself for Uncharted 4.
Prep for 4?
Yeah. I've never played 3. They hold up better than I thought. It's a very uncanny looking... When I was playing 1, it's like, this looks good, but wrong.
Yeah, in some weird ways.
Yeah. Like, it's like, I could tell that when this came out, it was the shit.
Oh, yeah.
But now you look back and it's just like, it's like a really realistic looking, like, blob kind of walking through this kind of picturesque scenery every time the sun hits it right. And then you'll, like, go around the corner and be like, oh, all the textures are like mud.
Is,
like goop.
It was just a really muddy island.
It could have been.
Yeah.
how's the shooting hold up?
It's fine, but
Yeah.
they're complete bullet sponges. You have to hit them with, like, 3 clips on an AK before they go down. They're just fucking, like, juking and
doing the
jiving as
dance,
the bullets hit them, and like shooting their gun up in the air. And
Which is the one where he's in the boat? The huge, like, cruise liner? Is that 3
in the
or
cruise
2?
liner, I don't know. It might be 3 because I never played 3.
Okay, that part was cool.
Yeah,
It's like turning upside down, like that Poseidon movie. They're trapping the ship underwater.
right.
Some of that stuff happens. That's pretty fun.
The biggest problem is that I think this game was praised because of reasons that have now been done so much better.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So now going back, I'm like, this game's not even really good, but this game was really good because it was the first one to do some of these things.
Yeah, and a huge part of it was the fidelity.
Yeah.
Like, all that mocap stuff still looks pretty good.
Yep. And
They fingers animate individually.
Nathan Drake is less charming the longer more people like Nathan Drake come out.
That's totally true.
Yeah.
And like that shtick got so old by now.
I know. That now I go back and play the first one and I was like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. Does Nolan know that he's going to go on to play this exact character 900 more times?
I think he knew from day one.
Yeah, probably.
This is my meal ticket. I think that's it.
Yeah.
We upgraded our internet, so now I can play Rocket
Sweet.
League without lagging all over the place.
Man.
But I'm still not great.
XCOM plays so bad on my computer.
Yeah, go figure.
It's
Time for a new computer. Time for a new computer. Why not?
I mean, it doesn't look bad, but the pre-mission load screens are like 90 seconds long.
Oh, wow. They're pretty long. Like, the load times are pretty long on my computer, too, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
But those missions are pretty long, right?
So I guess they're randomly generating each map now instead of... It used to be like there were... I don't
there
know,
was
9
like
or 10
30 or so maps.
Sure, and they would kind of juggle things around a bit. Now, apparently, they're totally procedurally generating each one, which I think is making it take a long time. The missions aren't super long.
All right.
It's a big grid. You know, maybe 45 minutes you spend on it.
Whoa, 45 minutes.
I mean, if you want to win if you just want to just go in guns blazing, shooting...
You only got 8 turns to finish the mission.
into the sky.
Oh, do you know what else I played?
What?
Crypt of the Necrodancer. Came out on PlayStation 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
That game seems super cool.
It is really neat, and the music is like, I'll stop playing it and it'll be stuck in my head for hours.
I totally forgot they can't... I'm going to buy that after the show.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a roguelike.
Yeah, but it's a roguelike, but you are moving, like you're moving on a kind of a top-down... It's like a grid-based, it's up, down, left, right, but you have to do it in
time to the music,
right? To make your attacks hit or miss.
Yeah, and you if you try and move when you're not on the beat, not only does your guy just kind of freeze, you lose your coin multiplier, which you're trying to keep up so you get more coins, so you can buy more stuff, so you can beat the game.
That seems super dope.
It is pretty cool. And all the enemies have, like, rules that they follow. Like, this one only jumps on, like, alternate beats, and this one only goes up and down, and this one jumps after after he raises the roof. The skeleton raises the roof for a beat, and then he jumps at you.
All right, I'm in. That sounds super rad.
Yeah.
What? How much was that? Do you remember? It's fairly cheap, right?
yeah.
Probably
I think
super cheap.
20
It was,
bucks?
yeah, it was 20 or less, for sure.
That's super cool.
I think it's only like $14 on Steam.
It might be between 10 and 15, actually.
I think that
even
game
on
was a
PlayStation.
Kickstarter, if I remember right.
Yeah,
I'd have to look into that.
Yeah, it's really good. The level, my biggest problem is my favorite music is the very first level, which I'm now at the point where I can beat pretty quick. So sometimes I just jump around in there and listen to it before I go. Because the song will end, and then it'll force you to go to the next level.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
Right. So it kind of gives you a warning, like, not a warning, but the song gets different than it has been the whole time when it's getting near the end.
You can tell the end of the track is coming.
Yeah, and you're going down into a crypt, so you're going down floors as you go up levels. And if you're trying to get to a staircase, that's how you advance to the next level. But if you're trying to farm and get everything you can out of a level and you don't get it done in time before the song ends, then a trapdoor just opens and you fall to the next one.
Weird.
Yeah, which is nice of them not to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could you just go left and right for the entire song and then just beat the game that way?
I think you probably could, but I assume you're going to run into situations where you actually need to fight something and kill it. And if you aren't kind of beefing up your guy throughout the whole run, then you're probably not going to be ready.
Boss encounters.
Yeah.
In kind of a similar vein, I played a bunch of Downwell, actually.
Oh, you also go down in that game.
Yeah. That game...
Game looks
it's
so
so
bad.
So I have this... there's this game called Dream Quest for the iPad that Kevin loves, which I scorned because it's very... all the art is like Stickman Microsoft Paint.
Quick insert here, because I'll forget. Marvel Puzzle Quest just came out on the Xbox.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
Anyways, I gave Dream Quest shit because its art is like Stickman, like something that you or I whipped up in Microsoft Paint in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like, here's a guy with a sword.
I think I saw some footage from this game when Kevin was here.
And then Kevin, as I'm playing Downwell, is giving me shit for giving Dream Quest shit because, and I quote, "This is totally pixely." Like, totally missing the exact problem I have with...
Your dude is just a block.
Yeah, it's very...
And maybe has an arm.
It's probably 8-bit. Like, it's very blocky, totally.
It feels even less than 8-bit.
It's like Game Boy
The
resolution.
It pissed me off that you wouldn't
not the
even
resolution.
you wouldn't even give Dream Quest a shot.
No, I also know how
because
Dream
it
Quest
looks
is-
so bad.
I've also know
but
how
you
Dream
play a
Quest is
game
played.
like this that just looks like
See, he's
absolute
totally
trash.
missing the point. He's totally missing the point. Downwell looks awesome. Downwell has
doesn't
a
look
great
good.
style to it. Yeah, totally. And you can swap the palettes. There's a Game Boy palette on there that actually makes it look like a Game Boy.
Dream Quest has a great art style.
No,
and
it
palette.
doesn't. It has no art style. Downwell's awesome. Downwell is another game where it seems really simple, but getting good at it is...
Yeah, a minute to learn, a lifetime to master.
Totally. You're falling down a hole trying to keep your combo going by jumping on enemies and not landing, and you have gun boots that will kind of
Shoot you up and kill things below
propel
you.
you up a little bit, yeah. And it's all about getting the combos. It's hard. It's really hard.
Hard to do well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think the farthest I've gotten is like 3. I think there's 3 levels to each world.
And 3 worlds?
I have no idea.
5 worlds?
I have no idea. There is an end. I've heard there's an end to it.
Okay. There's the bottom of the well?
Yeah, but like you're getting your multiplier higher and you're earning more currency, so when you hit a shop, you can buy more upgrades, and it's very similar in that kind of style. It's cool. It's really cool. You should buy, Kev.
Kevin, you should buy that game.
Dream Quest is a hot pile of shit.
I would probably like it. It looks too terrible for me.
I really like how it
can't
looks.
get over how it looks. It's absolute trash.
I think it looks awesome. I think it
Your
looks like
guy
a war
is
game.
white. He shoots white bullets, and the entire
You can change
background
it.
is white.
You can change
you
it.
can
No, the
change it
background
to
is
purple,
black.
purple, and purple, or blue,
No,
blue, and blue.
It's high contrast colors. Did you even look at the game?
Yeah.
You are white, the enemies are red, or you are blue and the enemies are yellow.
And
It's
the ground
high
is
contrast
white,
color.
and you shoot white bullets, and
Yeah. Oh, your old eyes are having trouble seeing.
Fuck
Is
you.
that the problem?
There's
How
like-
do you see that you got the white man and the white bullets?
There's a grand total of 3 colors in that game, and that's it.
I mean, in the sense that every color in the world,
I hate
red,
you so much. I hate you
green,
so
and
much.
blue. Yeah, there is 3 colors. Let's go for a quick break. We'll come back, talk about some news, maybe do some new releases, and that other thing we do at the end of the show.
Dance.
Say goodbye.
Well,
Emails?
I dance on every show.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
You never stop.
That's
Beginning, middle, and end.
Not just for the end. We'll keep dancing. We'll keep on keeping on. Here on the other side of this musical break.
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding, Panthers. Brandon,
What?
every Tuesday, sometimes Friday, sometimes other days, video games come out. Mm-hmm. What's coming out this week?
I would say the biggest and most noteworthy thing is Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia.
That was fast.
Yep.
After China.
Also, the Assassin's Creed Chronicles Trilogy Pack. You can buy them all at once.
Great. I think you can get, on the Humble Bundle right now, you can get something Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia for, I'm going to say $1, maybe.
Sure, those
Think
games are
that's the
fine.
name? Yeah.
Seems like that's too much.
Yeah. Firewatch. Tell me everything you know about Firewatch, Matt Eads.
You are in the Wyoming wilderness, and you work in a tower, and you watch for fires. But what if one day there were no fires? How would your family eat?
I think you get paid either way.
Who? No, it's probably by the fire.
I really
You'll get
hope
paid
it's
if you
not by
find
the
a fire.
fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys just sitting there at the top of the tower throwing lit matches into the underbrush, just hoping one of them catches.
Just like, walking like another 2 blocks, be like, there's another fire over here. Now there's another fire to the north.
Yeah,
Maybe you should rethink how you pay me before these fires start spreading too far.
For real, I know that game is kind of you walking through the woods with a radio making dialogue choices.
Good.
Yeah. I suspect, and actually I hope, that it all seems like very mundane and, it's trying to take you on this journey or whatever. I hope that the game is about time-traveling robots. I think it might be. I hope it gets there. We'll see.
Go big with it, right?
Time will tell.
Dying Light, The Following, which is their super big expansion for Dying Light that they had to charge more money for than they originally thought, because I think at first it was part of the season pass.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and then they're like, this thing got really big and took a lot of resources, and now it's kind of its own game, so
It's got cars.
So what do you do if you bought the season pass?
you get some discount on it.
Oh, you get some.
You did get
Arbitrary
something.
discount?
Yeah.
We'll give you $10 off.
Right.
Well, no, I think it was like, if you had the season pass, you got this for $20 instead of
Oh, okay.
50 or whatever
Right.
it is.
And then
That's actually not that bad.
yeah.
And then they said before they made that announcement, they're like, for the next 2 weeks or something, we're going to stick with the old rules. So if you want to get this, get it now. And then
yeah,
we
I
have
totally
to up,
remember
yeah,
that.
and then we have to up the price. So it seems like they handled it okay.
Sure.
But I think it is funny how they were just working on this thing as some piece of DLC, and then they're just like, this got like huge. Like, this is its own game now.
Guys, we accidentally built a whole game. Can we have some more money?
Nope. There you go.
Here you go. Have some money.
Have some money. Unravel.
Yarny.
Yep. The Tale of Yarny.
He represents sad. No, wait. He represents
He represents love.
Okay.
For the way you
Wait,
get
whoa,
from...
is this spoilers? Should we be telling people that Yarny represents love?
Yes, this is the ending. This is what you learn at the end of it. He represents love, and the farther away from what you love you get, the smaller you get emotionally.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Do what you love.
We're all Yarny. Stay close. Don't leave home.
I get
is what it is. Home is where
exactly.
the hat is.
What if you
where
can?
you hang your hat?
What if you have your yarn and you just tie the yarn to your own belt?
See, now you've broken the game.
Yeah, but Yarny is yarn. What's it? You can't tie himself to his own, but you can't tie yourself to your belt.
Oh, Yarny is a person.
Yarny is moving
Yarny
yarn.
is love. Were you not paying attention? Yarny
Well, yeah,
is
I
love.
thought that me as Kevin would pick up Yarny, this inanimate piece of yarn.
No way, man.
No, he's like made of yarn, and he's unraveling the farther you get away from where you're going, I think.
Yeah, and he
but
gets smaller
there's some
and
puzzle
smaller.
mechanics there where it's like you only can use this much yarn to solve this puzzle, otherwise you'll just
You won't have
obliterate
enough
into
left,
nothingness.
yeah.
Visually, it
Your
looks,
eyes will just float away when all the yarn dissolves.
looks very pretty.
Yeah, it does. It looks neat. I think it's going to be cheap.
Cool.
It's going to be sub $20.
Okay.
So
yeah.
$20 or under.
Probably
Probably
60
a hair
here in Canada.
Probably a hair over 20 with GST. That's my guess. Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time for the PS4.
Cool. Wait,
Wasn't that already?
It's out and it's coming to the PS4.
no,
On
it's
the
definitely
PS4?
on. I have it on. No, wait, maybe I have.
Oh
it
no,
on
you have it on
PC.
Xbox. Don't
X-
you? We played it
I
on
don't know.
console. I know we played it on console.
I think I have it on PS4.
I think you
don't
do
I?
too.
It's coming out on PS4, whether that's
Okay.
again.
Sure.
Play it again on the PS4 for the very first time.
Yeah. Just like the Uncharted's.
Oddworld New and Tasty's coming to the Wii U. I always got to throw a Wii U one in
Sure.
there.
Yeah. Keep the Nintendo folks happy.
Yeah. That's kind of all that. Yeah, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
Shippuden.
That's how that looked like it was said.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nerd Olympics is this weekend.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm not going.
Yeah, you never go.
No, I know.
You always say you'll go, but then you never.
I never know when the sign up was.
There is no sign up. The sign up is show up.
I could still show up if I wanted to.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I will go.
He woke up.
You won't go.
What are the events?
Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe I'm out.
There's a bunch of other ones. Hearthstone this year. Some magic
We're
stuff.
just whiffing.
Rock Band.
There you
Okay. All right.
Geometry Wars 2.
go. Okay.
Sure.
I could do that.
Throw down a little G-dub.
Mario Maker.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Did I tell you guys that my Mario Maker level got deleted?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard
And
that.
you can't.
That was
I
sad.
can't get it back. I can't re-upload it.
Can you make it again?
I would
can
have to
you
make
start
it from
fresh?
scratch and make it again. Yeah.
Can you-
I wouldn't know how.
Is
Like,
there
wouldn't be
any
able to
way I
remember.
wanted to do like a big copy select every block
No.
and copy and
No. There, as of now, there are no shortcuts to make
That's
this happen.
lame.
It is lame because I don't. It was a hard level,
Mm-hmm.
and I think unless you have the platform to make many people play your level right when you put it out, you can't make it too hard. Otherwise, because if it doesn't get completions, they take it down.
That's why I got taken down. Not enough people.
I
Playing
think
it.
so. Yeah.
Weird. That's super weird.
That's
know.
lame.
And stupid.
It just sucks because I can't like change something about it and re-upload it, which I guess is probably what they're trying to prevent. But
Yeah, maybe you should make better levels. That's all I'm saying.
I want to make a hard level.
My level's still up there.
That's true. That's because I beat it.
Yeah.
Maybe
There's-
I need to get more talented friends.
You just need to. You just need to get it out there on the social medias about how awesome your level is, because there's levels that have less than 1% completion rate that are still out there.
I
But a
know.
lot of people are trying them.
Exactly,
I
that's
think,
what I'm saying. You need to get.
I think it's if
get
it doesn't
the word
get any
out.
plays. Period.
Get the
I-
word out.
It seemed like there was some weird, like they switched systems or something when they brought some of that online the search tools in.
Yeah.
I think something maybe went. a
You
a
little
great level.
you know
haywire.
radio people, so you can just take out radio ads. Be like, hey,
true.
go to Mario Maker / Brando 1990.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
I'm sure that's how it works.
Nintendo should call you. That would be way better.
That would actually
Type
work
in
way
this
better.
16-digit code.
So that's my Brandtastic will
Yeah,
forever be a mystery to so many.
that's too bad. It might.
I was the only person on this planet to ever beat it.
Make a new level. It's onwards and upwards. Take what you learned,
Well,
make a better
I'm
level.
gonna make it easier. Every level I'm gonna make now, I'm gonna be like, I gotta make this easy so people play and like it.
Dumb it
Just
down.
a straight line with one single Koopa Trooper.
Yeah, with the coins happy with a question mark in it.
Yeah.
Let's do some news. You fellas want to talk about some news?
Yes, to Oliver we go.
All right, let's do a top story this week. Oliver, what's going on?
I'm getting a haircut, guys.
Okay, I will lead off with Titanfall 2. It's going to have a full, fleshed-out campaign.
Good.
It's going to be a real game.
Well, it was a real game before.
Yeah. It could have used... So when the original Titanfall came out, they did this weird...
It was radio play.
Yeah, totally. They had a story, quote-unquote, but it played out in the corner of your screen in, like, a little video cam. It was like
was-
you were getting a video feed to someone and you could see what they were doing in this building wherever, but you're just playing multiplayer Titanfall.
It was. It was just playing every multiplayer Titanfall map matched against people who were at the same spot in the story as you, with some little dialogue in the corner.
That's
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah.
It was. It sounded interesting when they first kind of brought it out.
Because they advertised it as being like, oh, you're going to play the campaign against other people playing their campaign.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds pretty cool. And then I was like, oh no, this is just a it's exactly the same as multiplayer, except they put this tiny little no window that was like, we're blowing up.
Ask me what happened in Titanfall.
What happened? That guy dies at the end.
Spock.
Spoilers.
He Spocks, right? He goes. Yeah. He's like, he goes in the room with the radiation. They're like, don't go in there, but he has to, so he does.
Yeah. I ain't no hero. Boom.
Also, some robots come down from the sky.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Time traveling robots?
To be confirmed.
Maybe. Yeah. There's a quote from. They interviewed one of the writers, and there's a quote that science will meet magic in Titanfall 2.
Wow.
Who knows what that means? Maybe that just means like super crazy science robots. Maybe it means that there's going to be magic.
That's the thing. Like, isn't super high level science? Isn't that just magic?
Maybe straight up wizards. Maybe.
You ever see The Prestige?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just science. It's not magic. It's just science.
Maybe.
Wait, isn't that a show about cops?
That is a movie about magic. Science.
Competing magicians, yeah.
There might also
be. Okay, yeah. No, I'm thinking of something else.
There might also be.
I don't think I've seen it.
No, it
sounds bad.
It's very good.
It's pretty good.
David Bowie's in it as Tesla.
All right, I'm on board.
Oh, it's so good, too. Maybe they'll have robot swords. Titanfall... Mech swords. That's what I want.
Everything needs swords now.
Yes.
It's the dawn of swords. Maybe I can Kylo Ren skin my robot.
Oh, what are you kidding? His lightsaber. I really like Titanfall. I'm actually really excited for Titanfall 2. There was another story as a part of this. They sort of announced a release date sometime late this year or early 2017.
Cool.
So, soonish. Mm-hmm. You guys want to talk about Peter Molyneux?
Do we have to?
No, we don't have to.
Should we?
Maybe a little bit.
All right, we'll just have to all have really, really thorough showers after this conversation.
Yeah. All right, let's spin the clock back a few years here. Do you guys remember Curiosity?
Yes.
It was an app game, an
tap on the box,
game.
Right?
Yeah. It was a giant cube made of little cubes, and you tapped them to get rid of them. And at the center, there was a life-changing secret. This is a game made by Peter Molyneux, and he started a new studio, 22 Cans, at this point.
What was the secret?
A percentage of the sales from his next game he was kickstarting called Goddess.
Okay.
Also, whoever won it was supposed to be this, like, god of gods. So Goddess was this god game in the vein of things like Populous and Black and White, which Peter Molyneux made years and years ago and is famous for. It was supposed to be this weird kind of, like, interconnected world where I'm playing my game over here and you're managing your kingdom. Also, our worlds are connected, so gods are like running into each other and their believers are fighting over territory, and there's supposed to be a god of gods who could dictate the rules of this universe and be, I don't know what it was supposed to be. None of it ever happened. None of it really ever happened. Okay. He's supposed to get a percentage of the sales. He's going to change his life. Blah, blah, blah.
Sales are 0 right now?
They're not 0, but they might as well be.
Okay.
Goddess was very negatively received. They kind of stopped making it. Eventually, Peter Molyneux threw his hands up and quit his new studio. It was only after like less than 2 years. I said, I'm getting out of games. Forget it. This is the worst. He did that very famous Rock, Paper, Shotgun interview like sometime last year where they basically asked him what has got to suck, and he took it as this personal attack, and he said, fuck this, fuck games, I'm peace, and left.
Sure. That's a good way to handle that.
Yeah. Now, so the news story now turn the clocks back. There's the history.
Yep.
Apparently his Twitter account got hacked and said something like, I'm retiring from games or whatever. And then Peter Molyneux got control of it again, said, no, I'm not retiring from games. The kind of story is that he is not he is doubling down on not retiring from games after starting up this new studio, 22 Cans, and then a year and a half later having this Kickstarter game get funded and sell and then bail on it. He's on making something else now.
What are we making?
Who knows? He's got this new crackpot thing he's probably working on. He said, like, I'm not going to talk to the press. I just need to be a coder. That's my problem. I talk to the press too much. And this is a man who, for, I'm going to say 10 years, since Fable 2 times, has basically been, like, gaming's most prolific liar. He will come out on stage.
He's hype man.
Exactly. Like, he was coming out when, I can't remember which Fallout it was like Fallout 1 or 2, saying about how, you would plant this acorn in Fallout 1 and it would grow into this tree where a little city would form around it and it would be this interconnected world that you would, like, he basically promises the moon and then none of it ever makes it into his games.
That's because it's impossible.
Yeah, he's all like sales pitch, all sizzle, no steak.
Yeah.
And has been for a lot of years, and I am personally offended by it, because Goddess was a hot fucking pile of shit. Also, the Studio 22 Cans is now selling this thing called Goddess Wars, which is a totally separate, standalone thing that is like the shittiest part of Goddess, which is pretty shitty as it is, but it's a whole thing.
It's a poor Peter Molyneux.
We should stop talking about Peter Molyneux. We should stop buying his games.
No Peter Molyneux's is good Peter Molyneux's.
Hear, hear. That's what the description of this podcast is going to be now. He gets out there and he makes these promises, and then we're always fooled every time for a long time now.
It's just annoying that people know that he lies about everything, and they still fund his Kickstarter.
I know.
And they still...
I know. I'm part of the problem. Like, I funded Goddess. I really like Black and White. That game is amazing. I can't believe we've never had another one. They made Black and White too, but that was shitty.
That's weird how that happened.
We should kickstart our own Black and White. It doesn't matter if we know nothing about games. Let's hire some people who know how to make games and just make another Black and White.
Well, we don't even need to do that. We just need to pretend that we're making games. Like, we'll storyboard out some stuff.
We
ran out of money.
Yeah, obviously.
Sorry, Kickstarter.
Just a picture on social media. It's like palms up.
Yeah, pockets
smiling.
Pockets outturned.
We thank you all for your contributions. Goodbye.
It's a weird thing, and Peter Molyneux,
a weird dude.
He is, but he
spits fire on that microphone, though.
He's lost. I don't know. He's lost my respect. He made some good games a long time ago. What has he done since?
Fable 2 was great.
Fable 2 was okay.
Fable 2 was great.
Fable 2, I really liked Fable 2.
Fable 3 was not very.
I didn't really play
that great.
Yeah.
Fable 2 was the only one that I played.
Yeah.
Or was Fable 3 the only one I played? I don't remember.
But he's. I wonder what his next move is. It's got to be some kind of a crowdfunded thing. But who's going to fund it?
I bet you he could woo some people.
The same people as the first one. They'll fund it.
No publisher in the world is going to give him money now, I wouldn't think, after his whole fucking Goddess 22 Cans, start a studio, leave a studio, start a new studio bullshit. I don't know if he's going to be able to fool the Kickstarter crowd again with another Goddess debacle.
You can always fool the Kickstarter crowd.
Yeah, you might be right. It's too bad. It's kind of a bummer. Let's see what else we got here at news. I didn't really pull too much else. You guys want? I'm just gonna read. I'm gonna say some words. You tell me.
Okay. Word association.
Yeah. Okay. Taylor Swift.
22.
T Swizzle. Okay. Glue. GLU Mobile.
Paper. 409. Stationary.
Right. Okay. I think you just won the $10,000 pyramid. I don't know.
$5,000
Cube.
Egyptian.
Taylor Swift's making her own game. Hey, isn't that awesome?
Sure.
Yeah.
For the thing. For the mobile.
Glue Mobile has they've made many games with stars, such hits as the Kim Kardashian.
I was about to say they're probably the ones who put out the Kim Kardashian game.
Didn't Kanye make one?
Yeah, Nicki. I think Kanye's his own thing.
Kanye's gonna make one, and it's gonna be the greatest game you've ever played.
His own developer.
About how his mother is going to heaven or something.
Yeah. Was that the one with the penises?
Yes,
probably.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was the one where he was out there saying, like, if he made a game, he would have made Mario. But what if Mario was a dick? Wouldn't it have been awesome?
Did he mean dick or did he mean dick?
Phallus.
Okay.
Penis. What if Mario was a jumping, coin collecting, tube riding penis?
Penetrating.
Yeah. Koopa stomping.
Oh, Kanye West.
Pow block hitting.
That guy's got so many ideas.
Wang on the screen.
Thank God he has the money to be his own forum.
Yeah, totally.
And he can just be like, well, I'm going to make a fucking game now.
I think...
Now I'm going to build a giant penis-shaped skyscraper.
Kanye
That's
should
where
be
his game studio
the
is.
halftime show at next year's Super Bowl.
Sure, Kanye should be.
He'd get booed.
Something crazy would happen.
He
though.
would
He
get
wouldn't even.
booed.
He would get
can't-
booed more than Tom Hardy or Tom Brady.
There is no way he can hear booze.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're right. You're totally right. That's kind of all the news I had. I did a bad job of running news
That's fine.
this segment. So there's some Hearthstone changes coming. Do you know about those?
Oh, yeah.
Just want to mention that really quick here in
So
passing.
they've decided that they are no longer going to allow all cards to be played in ranked mode. I don't know how many of our listeners know of Magic the Gathering.
I'd
Not me.
say the overlap is probably
Yeah, at least
there's
one or
there's
two.
one or two.
Anyway, so Magic has been out for probably 26 years now. Yeah, 26 years.
I think it's way longer than that.
No, this is... Oh, no,
I
22
feel like-
years. 22 years.
Oh, it's
94
going
it
down.
started.
Math things go
Yeah,
up.
you're right. No, yeah, I think you're right. I thought
So-
the 20th anniversary was like 15
But
years
yeah,
ago.
so they have the problem where they have so many sets that to have a standardized tournament for people to play the game in a competitive environment, you can't have all the cards be legal.
Yeah, there's just too many.
There's
You'd have to
just
spend
too
$1
many.
billion
Yeah.
to have any
You'd have
reasonable
to
chance.
spend $1 billion and you'd have to memorize 200,000 different cards, which is unrealistic for anybody. So Blizzard has decided to mirror this marketing strategy, which is it has nothing to do with gamers. It has everything to do with the fact that people's cards are going to become obsolete, so they will have to buy new cards.
That's sad.
It's even like it's kind of crazy in Magic that that is a format, but there are other ways to play.
There are other ways
physical
to
card
play,
games.
yes, but the way Blizzard has said, they said that the only format that they will support in any sort of way will be the new standard format or whatever they call
Which
it.
seems super crazy because in the physical card game, at least you have those cards. They still have value.
Yeah.
There are still officially sanctioned ways to play them. In Hearthstone, it's kind of a
they're
big fuck
basically
you.
saying, thank you for spending money on this stuff in the past. It is now not of any use to
Yeah,
you.
it doesn't apply at all.
So a lot of streamers have said that they are going to be not putting any more money into the game, and instead of buying the new expansion when they come out, they're just going to disenchant all of their old cards and
yeah, you might as
buy
well.
the specific ones that they need. Because in Hearthstone, if you have a card and you have no need for it, or you have more than the amount you're allowed to have in a deck, then you can disenchant it to get a currency, which you use to buy different cards.
It's a weird, like, this was one of the problems I had with Hearthstone is their competitive format is basically spend $1 million and have all the cards, or else you
Yeah,
can't,
that's true.
you can't really compete. And I always cried for a solution to that. I don't know if
This is not.
I don't
the
know
right
if this
solution.
is the right
No.
solution. Nope.
So they've said that they're going to release one expansion, or maybe two expansions, and one. What do they call them?
Set. I don't. Adventure.
The single player adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to release two expansions and one adventure per year, and then that set will be good for that year plus one more year. And then after that, all of those cards are obsolete. Might as well burn them out of your memory in your iPad.
Yep. Throw them in the virtual garbage.
Yep. So yeah,
that's weird.
I think while it's a good thing for new players, I think that doing this will mean that every single existing player will not put any more money into the game.
I'm sure they've thought this all through. No, Blizzard is a smart company.
I
But-
wouldn't go as far as to say Blizzard is a smart company.
You know what? It might get bad for a while. They'll bring it around. They'll always bring it around. Look at Diablo. Look at every single property they've ever had. Hearthstone will not look anything like it looks in a year, and
Yeah.
they should just merge all their universes into one. We were talking about this at the Super Bowl party. They should just have World of the Heroes of the Storm, World of the Storm, and every IP is in everything. You know what the next expansion for Hearthstone is? The Zerg. Why not?
Sign me up.
Jimmy Raynor's a new hero. Sure. Hey, buddy. He's a fun guy. Calls you buddy.
Cool. I'd go for a beer with that guy.
Yeah. Hits another guy with the jukebox. Let's
Anyone
go to
calls
some
me buddy.
let's go to some emails here. Fellas. Podcast at talkingbrothers.com is the email address. Your chance to join us here on the show.
Hold on. We have one more piece of news that I'm
Oh,
surprised you didn't
snap.
bring up.
Mass Effect.
Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, is going to be at the...
I
was actually going to roll that into emails.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to...
Sure.
Continue and do you.
Okay.
You do you.
Podcast at talkingreckless.com is where you write
See where he
in
goes with this.
your
I'll just casually
feedback, your
pull something out of my pocket here.
corrections you might have, such as our... I can never pronounce his name, but he writes in. The last name is probably Bjornsson. So when you get... Hang on. Kevin is doing things with money that is very distracting. Looks like he has 50 Canadian dollars cash.
What could that be for, Matt?
Our good friend... I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say...
Bjorkskin!
Good John Irlander Bjornsson. We're very big in Iceland. Writes in with some corrections. All right, he's got two.
All right.
Here's one. Let's get this one out of the way. It goes way back. I was listening to an old podcast. He says where Eads got super angry about Dean Hall. That is the guy who's making DayZ. Working on another game while DayZ is in such a shit state.
Okay.
But he just wanted to let us know that Dean Hall has left Bohemia Interactive. That's the...
God, I thought he was going to say he was dead.
That's the company that makes Arma and is making DayZ. He left them as of December 9th, 2014. So that's a little bit of an
Who
old
could Matt be
correction
mad at now?
and he also writes in and links a news story that says Heroes of the Storm will be at the Intel Extreme Masters Shenzhen Invitational.
Hold on here. I don't know if I should accept this as you winning the bet because you had forgotten about it.
What was the bet? Well, no, I knew we had a bet, but I can never remember the specifics, which gives you huge...
I don't really remember the specifics either.
Well,
I know
we
it
might
was
have to check the tape.
I know it was for $50.
Yeah, and I think it was... We started betting that you said Heroes of the Storm would never be at any main esports event, and I think the line we settled on was, all right, if it makes it to IEM, then it's legit.
I think I said as long as Blizzard isn't the one putting up the prize money, is what I said.
Okay. And that is all true.
Checks out?
Yeah, as far as I know. There is prize money. It's IEM Shenzhen, first place, $5,000. Second place, that's
$5,000.
Hey, brother, prize money's prize money. It's a $10,000 prize pool. There's only 4 teams invited. It's a $10,000. Start small. But Heroes of the Storm is here at an Intel Extreme Masters.
Okay, so I'm gonna
$50
take
cash
this money and I'm gonna make it rain.
Fan it. Yep. I'm
No.
4 bills, 3 bills. Go on. Get my 50. Hang on. I'm just.
For those of you in America,
that money.
Let's.
For those of you in America,
that was
sound of
essentially
that.
Matt
I
picking
just
off
gave
change
Matt
off the floor.
$14.
Yeah, when we made this bet, the $50 was a lot more then than it is now. That's cool. Here's the Storm. Made it to a thing.
Yeah,
That game's great.
I'm still shocked.
That game is so
I
good.
still don't think that game has legs.
It's so great. Man, the Necromancer from Diablo 2 is the next hero. That's... Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
A little fan service goes a long way. So that was an email. Remember, those are corrections from
Bjorkston.
I'm gonna say Good John. That sounds right. Like good John. I think that'd be a
No, it's like a
Erlander. Good John Erlander Bjornsson.
he Erlins.
Bjornsson. He's
Fuck you,
he's the
good John.
Erlander.
You cost me $50.
There can only be one Erlander. Blake wrote in and says
Blake wrote in.
The subject is, who would you choose? All right, let me set up a scenario for you. The nukes get dropped, and you have to survive a nuclear winter wasteland. Which member of the podcast you choose as your survival partner? Choose wisely. You can only pick one. Now, Blake would choose Oliver.
As the what? Sorry, this is the nuclear survival list.
There is no way Oliver would survive a nuclear race.
Because he was the only one to bring a machete on our camping trip. That makes sense. We went camping. Oliver was the only one to bring a machete. While Brando would be going through beer withdrawals, Eads would die at the first sign of cheese, and Dinner Dangles would either kill me and take all our supplies or die of old age. Whichever happened first. Love the show. Keep it up.
What if I had beer though?
Oh, yeah.
I become a force.
Maybe, but you'd be like this time bomb, because when the beer's gone, everything's imploding.
That's true.
You're like, oh, there's Brando over in New Edmonton. He's got the city run on beer.
Well, the first
But once
stop
the beer's gone.
in the apocalypse is we'll have to break into a hospital, get some IVs that we can strap in a backpack, and instead of IV fluid, you just have a beer drip.
I'd be like Bane, but with beer.
I would like to think that I'd do okay in the zombie apocalypse,
I wouldn't.
I think I'd pull my...
Ooh, really? I was about to say I was going to take Brando.
No, I don't know what makes you think I would do well in any sort of stressful situation.
I think I could kill a man. I could kill a man.
Yeah.
I'll kill a man right now.
Worst comes worse.
Yeah. Sure.
I'd like I can't sweet talk a zombie out of eating me or something.
But they're slow, right? And as long as they're kind of predatory, so as long as you don't make any sudden movements, I feel like, assuming they're like Walking Dead zombies.
I don't move a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's probably a
They kind of just, shamble towards you until you start running. Then they start running, and then it's this whole frenzy.
Yeah.
But just take
I actually had a dream I was in a zombie apocalypse not long ago with a bunch of people from work.
How'd it work out? Who should we take from your work?
I got trapped in a room with zombies all around me, and I had dynamite strapped to me, and I set it off right when they got to me.
Smart. That's,
all right.
You know what?
I still am now. I'm now taking Brandon again.
Yeah, Oliver. Real talk. Oliver would probably be the most likely to survive.
I disagree.
You really?
He's the shortest.
Yeah, smaller target.
Doesn't mean anything.
Several.
I mean,
percentage.
every single zombie can overpower him.
I guess.
Even the 4'7" child zombie.
No. Sorry, this is just a nuclear winter wasteland. That's true. You're right. No zombies.
That changes a lot of stuff.
That changes
That does,
everything,
actually, yeah. Maybe I would take Kevin.
I don't think Oliver would be able to survive in a world without electricity.
I mean,
he certainly couldn't make a living.
He could mine it. Like, he could bring electricity back.
Couldn't make a living. He definitely wouldn't be able to blow dry his hair in the morning.
He would become the electrician, capital T, capital E. And they just, I heard the electrician came through here.
But isn't, when there is no electricity, isn't the electrician just the thing they call that crazy person who's, has, stories from his past? Where it's that's the electrician. It's ironic because there's no electricity.
Well, he's probably got one of those globe things where you touch them and they have the little electricity bolt that comes on. He just carries that around with him. He's like, do you want to see what electricity is?
Crazily trying to teach people who have been around the apocalypse the same amount of time as him. So they totally know.
Mr. the Electrician, we've all seen electricity before.
This incident happened, but 3 days ago.
I'd always pretend to be the man of the time in a nuclear wasteland.
Yeah.
No matter what. Yeah, I'd have lived in the wasteland for 40 years, and I'd still always, my shtick would be, what is this place? I remember when it was all green, and then once I gain your trust, I'd share to the back and take whatever you got.
You woke up in Vault 111.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'd tell people.
This is one of those occasions where I think I would stick with the dynamite vest.
Yeah. The most reliable one.
Yeah.
Podcast at TalkingReckless.com is the address. You can join us here on the show. Write in your feedback. Write in your thoughts. Write in your questions.
And don't write in if you're just going to cost me money.
Yeah, please. Remind me of all the dumb bets I've made with Kevin on the course of this show. I'll cash those in. You can follow the show on Twitter if you like. We are Talk Reckless Pod on that social media service. You can also find us on Twitch. Sometimes I stream on there. Sometimes even more than just me. Sometimes Kevin is there too.
Yeah, and sometimes Matt skips out on a Soul Sunday.
It was a Super Bowl.
And sometimes we'll forgive him.
I'm going to do it today, maybe. I'm going to do it yesterday. The people will already have known. All right, the timeline's getting too convoluted. Let's get the fuck out of here. Brandon.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, my friend.
You're welcome,
Kevin.
Matt.
Always a pleasure.
Same to you.
Listeners.
Good take care, leave you.
Yeah, we'll see you next week here on the next edition of the Talking Reckless Podcast.